Virgo, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your July 2016 month ahead tarot forecast. I no longer shuffle the cards on screen now, only because it takes time and I'm up against it this month with lots of personal readings and also the rest of the generals to get through. So we're just going to go straight into your reading. If you'd like a private reading with me, Virgo, go to www.carolsuniverse.co.uk. You can also join me on Facebook. So here we go. This month for your advice card is the Six of Wands. You're going to be overcoming something. Okay, you're going to be overcoming a challenge and you're going to reap some rewards. The Six of Wands often means reaping rewards. It means moving forward. It can mean being made an offer as well. When you get the Six of Wands, sometimes this means somebody's going to make you an offer. Okay, things like Six of Wands, Six of Pentacles, those types of cards can mean that an offer is coming to you. Knight of Cups, that type of thing where you see somebody sitting on a sturdy horse or they're offering something. It's a direct card. So I feel that there is a direct success coming to you in the month of July, Virgo, but it won't have been without its challenges. Okay, because the Six of Wands often refers to overcoming something, being on top of your game, being successful, being the person in the spotlight even a lot of the time. Because if you notice with this card, he has a group of followers behind him, okay, which suggests that you have support here. Okay, people hold you in great esteem, and I feel that you're going to be held in great esteem in the month of July, Virgo, with this card. This is also the card of confronting. This person looks like they've come back from war, or they've come back from some sort of battle, and they're reigning supreme. Okay, so I do feel that you've been through a battle, maybe, but I feel that this is your time to shine, Virgo, and you're really going to overcome something as challenging as it was. Your general energy is equally good because we've got Judgment and Strength. Now, the Judgment card to me always represents either a wake-up call, it can be news that comes in, it can also be a contact card, communication card, but in essence it's about rebirth, it's about being given a second chance, it's about a time that has gone past, that has been quiet on something. So really it's talking about something that was passive is now active, okay? So that is what the Judgment card actually means for me, a time where there has been probably silence, inactivity in a certain area of your life. Suddenly something springs into action for you. So for example, if you've been searching for a job and it's been a really quiet time, what it really means is that quiet time is actually going. It's a cycle of change with the Judgment card. It's rebirth. It's entering a new cycle. But the difference between Judgment and Death and all of those cards, it almost says to me that this is somewhere that you've been before. This is something that you've actually been waiting for with the Judgment card. Because these people have been asleep for a very, very long time, Virgo. And now they're awake. They're awake. Now they've been woken up. So it's almost like you've been waiting for something here. And suddenly it comes in the month of July. And this is why you are seeing that there's been success here. The advice card is the Six of Wands. Because this person has been through the mill. And now they're reigning supreme. Now there is success for them and victory. And that's because they've been in a challenge. And I feel the challenge has been in the inactivity that has been around you potentially prior to this card, prior to this reading. I feel that it's almost, for me, it almost looks like with these two cards that this is well-deserved. It almost feels like it's a well-deserved victory. Because we see the Strength card, and when you get strength, it's about inner strength. It's about self-restraint. It's about holding back and not letting situations affect you. It's about feeling that fear, but doing it anyway, okay? It's also a card about patience, because this woman has had to learn how to be patient, and so has the lion, really, in order to touch the lion, put her hand in the lion's mouth, go there with something that she felt that she could never do. So this in itself, I feel, with the Strength card, is fearlessness. But it's also a very silent card as well, because it's a card about suppressing those urges that we have to scream, to shout, to make a fuss. Instead it says, gently, gently catch your monkey, if that makes any sense. So I almost feel like this is a well-deserved thing. I feel the Judgment card, it's something that you've been waiting for, and suddenly it comes in. There's contact, there's communication. This can also be your own judgment, your own wake-up call with that card as well. But it always heralds a new time, a second chance on something, a chance to kind of redeem from the mistakes of the past, because the Judgment card is based on the book of Revelation, I believe, where the dead in Christ arrive in the book of Revelation. They arise from their slumber, from their sleep, and they're given a second chance at life. So it's almost like you have a second chance at life, and this is because you have been restrained, you've been composed. It's almost like you've waited. I just get the feeling that you have been in some form of silent battle, and you've waited with these two cards. You've waited. And because of I almost feel like you let go of a blockage somewhere along the line in July. You've let go of something. Like, with the law of attraction, it teaches us that if we are consistently asking the same thing, we're putting blocks up. So, for example, within the law of attraction, you'll often find that some people will say, well, when am I ever going to have a boyfriend, or when am I ever going to have a relationship? And it will be all that they ever think about, when, like it's something that's completely out of their reach. And I don't find a boyfriend, because by the very fact that they're putting a negative connotation on it, that's what sets the resistance up. But these two cards, to me, they just scream non-resistance. So it's almost like you surrendered to something. Now, I know that the Strength card in the reverse means to surrender, but it can often be in a very negative way as well. It can often mean to give up. But I don't mean that you gave up. I feel in July you didn't give up on something. You don't give up on something. You kind of surrender to it. You surrender to that rage. You surrender to the restlessness. After a time, I feel the general energy is that you suddenly begin to realise that maybe what you want or what you need to come to you, yes, you've been through a challenge through the wait, but it is the very fact that I feel in July that you actually surrender to something. And when I say surrender, I mean you know what's good for you, or I'm just getting the feeling that you know what's good for you in the month of July. And by the very fact that you know what you are worth or what you are worthy of, it suggests to me that in that self-worth, in that moment of acknowledging your value as an individual, that the very thing you want suddenly comes. And this is why I feel that the Victory card shows up for you in your advice card, because it's the overcoming that challenge to reap the rewards, to reap victory. Your first two cards show us the Four of Cups and the King of Pentacles. Now, Virgo, this can be you, because King of Pentacles can be a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus in a general reading. Okay? This can be saying that you'll have doubt. You will have doubt. Because sometimes when a zodiac sign is you, and it's represented on the card, and you get a card before that, it tells you what is coming to you. For example, I did a reading for Scorpio yesterday that's going up, and it showed the Six of Swords in the general energy and the King of Cups. And I did the reading, and it looked like there would be a new opportunity, or there would be something, a fresh start, something new was going to be introduced to Scorpio. And it would be a surprise or a shock, or it would represent a major move or a shift. But Scorpios looked like they weren't very happy with it, or there was some sort of resistance to change. That energy of the Six of Swords was moving towards the King of Cups, because it actually meant there is a move coming for you. Okay? There is a move coming for you. And I knew that it meant this. I knew there'd be a change happening in July. And my twin sister, I'm Scorpio, and I have a twin sister named Anais. I love her dearly. She's so wonderful. And she phoned me in the evening and she said, guess what happened to me at work today? And I said, what? She said, they all called us into a meeting to say that we would be moving from where we are. And I said, how do you feel about that? And she said, well, it was a shock, because I'm having to uproot everything, i.e. Ace of Pentacles, new, beginning, fresh start. The Tower, major shift. So it was proved. She didn't even know about the reading either. It hasn't even gone up yet. But I said, how do you feel? And she said, well, I'm going to have to leave everything behind now where I was. And I was really comfortable there. Because it showed in the reading also that for Scorpios, they wouldn't want to let go of something that meant real value to them or that had sentimental value. They'd still be holding on. They were worried about moving on. There were the Three of Wands showed up in the reading, which showed progress that was being made, looking outward. There was something new that was coming for them. Three of Wands often represents travel to different places. It often also represents progress is being made. But we had the Five of Cups afterwards, which showed there'd be some sadness around this progress, this trip. And she told me, yeah, I'm worried about it, I'm scared about it, I fear it, because I don't want to leave where I am. So what I'm trying to say is sometimes when you get a court card, like I had King of Cups yesterday, and King of Cups usually represents Scorpio, and then I had the Six of Swords, what it meant was there is a move coming for you. There's Six of Swords is move. Can be a difficult transition though. So there is a transition, maybe a difficult transition coming towards the King of Cups. So here we have you guys, King of Pentacles, but we've got some disappointment here. There's a proposal made, I feel, with you guys in the month of July, but I think that you're going to doubt it, and I think you're not going to want it, and I feel that this is why you have rebirth in your general energy, or you have finally coming out of maybe a time of stasis over something, stronghold, because you resisted. The Strength card also means to resist, self-restraint. Because you oppose this with the Four of Cups. You oppose, I feel, this proposal here. You're not happy with it. And it's coming for you because it's sitting right next door to you. I feel that there is a restlessness with something to do with money regarding this, or your own stability, because we have the Knight of Swords and the Four of Pentacles, and again this is you guys here. There is a restlessness perhaps in your own security, or there is a need to move out of something that may have been comfortable. You look at the Four of Pentacles. This is a card about somebody who is achieving financial security. But it's just security. Is it riches? Is it, you got to look at the cards as well. Four of Pentacles to me, yes, there is stability, but this person holds on to what they've got for dear life. Which means that they are often cautious around money. They're often cautious around their possessions, giving things away, splitting things, being generous. There's a sense of being quite mean with this card. And I'm not saying you're mean, Virgo. But this card suggests what is mine, and what is yours, and I'm holding on to this because this is all I have. And there's a restlessness around, I feel, what you have in the month of July for some reason, almost like you want more. And it just seems that there is something that comes to you that you're not happy with. Okay, it could be a pay rise that you're not happy with. It could be a promotion that you're not happy with. But I feel that has been some kind of locked horns maybe on this situation here, and there's a sense of I need to move out of this. Now, if this isn't you, this could be a boss, because the King of Pentacles can sometimes be a manager, somebody who is in control of the money. So financial department, for example, someone who is in control of checks and balances. They pay the wages, that type of thing. And maybe it's him who's offering you something, but maybe this is something with this proposal that you don't want to take. So it could be that there is doubt over the King of Pentacles. Maybe something is offered to you and you don't want to take it because it's simply not enough. And with this Knight of Swords, if you notice, he's actually facing this King of Pentacles. So you don't have to be the King of Pentacles. This can simply represent a money man. There seems to be some disharmony with these two cards. When you get two court cards facing each other, it means a conversation. But because the Knight of Swords is so aggressive, it could almost mean I'm challenging you over what you're offering to me. Or I disagree with this. Or we're locking horns. I do get a sense that you've locked horns with someone over something. But the Strength card means fortitude, so it means holding your own, okay? It means being confident and being strong and being focused and being having a sense of self-worth and self-value as an individual. And I feel that it is this success that comes with the Judgment card over this ability to stand in your truth with that Strength card, which is why we have the Knight of Swords perhaps facing this King of Pentacles, because he has the courage to say, I don't agree with you. I don't agree with your policies. I don't agree with what it is that you're telling me that I have to do, or what it is that you're presenting to me. The Knight of Swords is a challenger, and it doesn't have to be an air sign individual, because it usually represents an action that is taken. So the Knight of Swords, he's facing the King of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles is looking over at the Knight of Swords, as if to say both people are standing their ground. But the Knight of Swords is far more aggressive with his actions than the King of Pentacles is, because the King of Pentacles has the upper hand, simply by the fact that he has a pentacle. The pentacle is what he has, what he's achieved. It's the rewards for his efforts. So he's the person who is actually in charge, I feel, within this reading. But I see the Knight of Swords rushing out of this Four of Pentacles, as if to say, I don't feel stable. I don't feel stable with what you're giving to me. If you look at those three cards together. Whenever you see cards rushing in or rushing out, when you see a card rushing out of a situation, it means they're turning their back on the situation. So this person is turning their back on what they know, the security that has been built up around them. And the only way that you turn your back on something that was secure is if it had become boring, if it had become staid, if it had become a pattern. And it seems to be moving towards the King of Pentacles, because there seems to be some doubt or disappointment in something that is being offered. This is no longer a secure situation, I feel. But you stand in your strength, because it seems to me that there is rebirth through strength. Or there is a changing cycle, a chance, a second chance. Finally, something that was probably, how can I say, with the Judgment card, something that had been going on probably for a very long time. Maybe somebody didn't budge on something. Suddenly you receive a call to say, okay, let's go for this. I do feel for you guys there will have been a time of exhaustion. There will be exhaustion within the month of July, because we've got that Nine of Wands. And the exhaustion is in the perseverance of a goal, working towards a goal, staying the course. He's got a band-aid on his head, and he refuses to back down. We've got cards that show you not backing down, I feel, in the month of July. You're not backing down, because the Nine of Wands says, I ain't going anywhere. I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I'm cautious, I'm angry, I'm annoyed, I'm hurt, but I'm still standing here. It could be through a lack of communication, because we have the Page of Swords here. When you get a Page of Swords, it often means you are waiting on news. Now, a lot of readers would read this to be that news is going to come in. But what is the news? All the pages have different types of news, different messages that they want to deliver to you. Okay, now the fact that the swords mean struggle, it can be a message that indicates some kind of struggle. This can mean something that has been delayed. It can mean disappointing news. But it seems that you're exhausted over some news that you're waiting to come to you. I feel here that you guys may have two options in the month of July, especially concerning career matters perhaps. Because I feel that for some of you guys, you may have waited so long, because we do have the Four of Cups, which says there's a proposal made, but it's just not good enough. And it seems to concern either you or somebody who is in control of this proposal, the King of Pentacles. The Knight of Swords shows that there is some interaction between the Knight of Swords and that King of Pentacles. There's a conversation and it's not pretty. It's not nice, because the Knight of Swords is an aggressive energy and it's looking directly over at that King of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles is looking directly over at the Knight of Swords. But the King of Pentacles is almost like, I'm standing my ground. When you get a king in a reading, it means I'm certain. I'm certain. It doesn't show me Ten of Swords and Knight of Swords. To me, that card would be kind of the Knight of Swords is rushing towards the Ten of Swords because he has defeated someone. It would show me a defeat somewhere along the line, I feel, when I look at those two cards together. If I look at the Ten of Swords in my mind's eye and I've got somebody rushing towards like the Knight of Swords, it would suggest that some sort of battle had been won by the Knight of Swords. But it's almost like this is a battle that you cannot win with this King of Pentacles. You may sacrifice your stability because we've got you rushing out of your secure hold with that Four of Pentacles. So I feel that there is a sacrifice that you make here. But it's only because I feel for some of you guys, you may be standing in your truth. And you might say, I'm going to hold out on this. If I don't get what I want, then I'll find another way to do it. And this is why I feel there might be two things that you decide between, where you are and something else. Even though we don't get cards that show indecision. Two of Swords, for example. Two of Wands. High Priestess even. You don't need that. Because then why is it that you are moving towards this? Six of Swords is moving towards the Ten of Pentacles. Now, it could mean two things. It could mean that whatever this situation is, Virgo, that finally there is a discussion happening, because the Ten of Pentacles can often mean a discussion between a couple of people in a busy working environment where you are reaching. And the Ten of Pentacles can mean the ending of a cycle, finally. Something ends. It also means luck. So whichever way you see it, if you are moving towards a new situation with this Ten of Pentacles, it means you're not willing to put up with this situation, with this King of Pentacles situation and the doubt around a proposal. You have been waiting and you're still holding out here for information with that Page of Swords. For some of you guys, you'll move on to a new situation, I feel, with that Ten of Pentacles. For some of you guys, you'll be waiting, I feel, with that Nine of Wands for the information with the Page of Swords, and maybe you'll get it, and therefore you'll be moving towards a treaty, I feel, with that Ten of Pentacles. But either way, you can't lose. Either way, you can't lose this month, because it shows that you are victorious. And it could be also that the fact that we have many people standing behind you, supporting you, cheering you, I feel for a lot of you guys, you will be the one that takes up the mantle. There might be other people who feel the same way that you do, that you're not getting a good deal, potentially inside a workplace, I'm feeling. If this applies to anything else in your life, love, family, whatever, so be it. But I do feel that you sacrifice your own security, potentially for others. And I feel that this is why I said that I felt that you were being rewarded for something. And that was your ability to stand in your own truth, ability to face the fear. The Strength card is the facing the fear card. You face the lion head on. You're not afraid of its roar. You're not afraid of what the lion's going to do to you. You need to put your hand on that lion's mouth. So you need to subdue it. The lion may be the King of Pentacles. Even though it's a Leo energy, it doesn't matter. That lion might just be that King of Pentacles. Because the lion is the king of the jungle. And the King of Pentacles is the king off the workplace a lot of the time. So he's in charge, and so is the strength, the lion on the strength card. So there's a sense of fearlessness, and this is why you have success with the judgment card, I feel. A change of cycle. Something that wasn't working out is now working for you because of your strength and fortitude. And this comes in, I feel, direct approach towards this King of Pentacles over something that has been proposed but rejected. It looks like you sacrifice your security for this because you're sick and tired and you're exhausted and waiting for some information on a situation. In the end, you may achieve success in moving forward in a treaty, or it might be that you move on to something else. But whatever the deal is, Virgo, you have plenty of support behind you, because I feel that it's not just you that feels this way in the month of July. It may be others too. That is your reading. Let's get a quick angel card for you. Universe Spirit, show me angels. Can you just give me... Oh, if I didn't tell you, I'm using the Angel Answers deck. Doreen Virtue, she's amazing. This will tell you the truth. An amazing, amazing deck of cards. Really. Gives you yes or no answers. You can pull out a few cards to have a sentence that the angels are trying to tell you. It's amazing. Universe Spirit, angels, what is the message that you have for Virgo, Sun, Moon and Rising signs, please, for the month of July 2016? What is the message, please, angels, that you have for Virgo? Please show me. What is your message that you have for Virgo for the month of July 2016? Show me. The situation will improve. Wow. Okay, let's have a look at what this says. It says, let me show you that to you again, the situation will improve. So it could be that you're actually moving towards an improvement here with the Six of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles, because it suggests that you're moving towards luck and abundance. The fact that you seem to have sacrificed your own security with that Four of Pentacles says to me that you're moving towards a very abundant and blessed time with the Ten of Pentacles, whether you move on to something else or whether you stay within the same company. Let's have a look at the situation will improve. Your angels want you to know that they are aware that things look difficult right now. However, the situation is going to improve. It may take some time, and there will most likely be some hard work ahead of you, but the effort you put forth, Knight of Swords, Strength, Nine of Wands, will be worth it, and things are going to get better. Now is not the time to give up on wounded friendships, Nine of Wands, or ailing relationships. There is still hope for the future. Take heart and continue to work towards a partnership where both parties are fulfilled and happy in the future. Moving towards a treaty or a partnership. Incredible. That's incredible. There is victory and you do have support. You are going to reign supreme, Virgo, in the month of July 2016. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe, and I will see you on your live spread reading next. Take care.